Under the fading glow of a dying sun, the desert wind carried the scent of dust and memories. In the lonely town of Red Hollow lived an aging cowboy named Marshal Clay Turner, a man once feared by bandits and respected by every honest soul. But time had carved deep lines on his face, leaving behind only a quiet ache he carried like a shadow. Clay spent most of his days sitting outside the old sheriff's office, staring at the empty horizon. Folks passed by with polite nods, knowing well that his silence held a lifetime of stories. But there was one story he kept locked deep within him, the story of Lily Hart, the woman he had loved more than his own life. Years ago, Lily had been the only light in his storm-filled world. Her laughter had softened the steel in his heart, and her gentle hands had shown him a life beyond guns and grit. They planned to build a ranch together, far away from danger. But fate had its own cruel ways. On the very night Clay hung up his gun belt for her, an outlaw gang raided Red Hollow. Clay had no choice but to fight. He saved the town, but he couldn't save Lily, who was struck by a stray bullet meant for him. Since that day, Clay had lived with a weight heavier than any saddle. He blamed himself every time he looked at her grave at the edge of town, marked by a simple wooden cross he carved with trembling hands. One chilly evening, a young drifter named Sam rode into Red Hollow. Dusty, tired, and lost, he reminded Clay of the man he once was. Sam confessed that he had no family, no purpose, and no place to call home. Something in Clay's heart stirred. Instead of turning him away, Clay offered Sam a meal and a place to stay. Over the next weeks, Clay taught him how to ride, how to shoot, and how to live with honor. Slowly, the old marshal felt the weight on his chest lighten, as though Lily's spirit was guiding him to heal through helping another. On a quiet morning, as the sun climbed over the desert hills, Sam thanked him with tears in his eyes. Clay simply placed a hand on the boy's shoulder and said, "Everyone deserves a second chance, even old cowboys." For the first time in years, Clay smiled, soft, fragile, but real. And in that moment, Red Hollow felt a little less lonely, and the old cowboy's heart began to beat again with hope.